Akkadian-speaking. Babylonia was an ancient Akkadian-speaking state and cultural area based in central southern Mesopotamia, present-day Iraq. A small Amorite-ruled state emerged in 1894 BC, which contained at this time the minor administrative town of Babylon. Babylon greatly expanded from the small provincial town that it had originally been during the Akkadian Empire 2335 to 2154 BC during the reign of Hammurabi. In the first half of the 18th century BC, becoming a major capital city. During the reign of Hammurabi and afterwards, Babylonia was called Māt Akkad, the country of Akkad in the Akkadian language too. It was often involved in rivalry with its older fellow Akkadian-speaking state of Assyria in northern Mesopotamia, as well as Elam to the east, in ancient Iran. Babylonia briefly became the major power in the region after Hammurabi fell circa 1790 to 1752 BC Middle Chronology, or circa 1696-1654 BC. Short Chronology created a short-lived empire, succeeding the earlier Akkadian Empire. Third Dynasty of Ur, and Old Assyrian Empire. However, the Babylonian Empire rapidly fell apart after the death of Hammurabi, and reverted back to a small kingdom. The Babylonian state, like Assyria to the north, retained the written Akkadian language for official use, the language of its native populace, despite its northwest Semitic-speaking Amorite founders and Kassite successors, who spoke a language isolate, not being native Mesopotamians. It retained the Sumerian language for religious use as did Assyria, but already by the time Babylon was founded, this was no longer a spoken language, having been wholly subsumed by Akkadian. The earlier Akkadian and Sumerian traditions played a major role in Babylonian and Assyrian culture, and the region would remain an important cultural center, even under its protracted periods of outside rule. The earliest mention of the city of Babylon can be found in a clay tablet from the reign of Sargon of Akkad 2334-2279 BC, dating back to the 23rd century BC. Babylon was merely a religious and cultural center at this point, and neither an independent state nor a large city. Like the rest of Mesopotamia, it was subject to the Akkadian Empire, which united all the Akkadian and Sumerian speakers under one rule. After the collapse of the Akkadian Empire, the South Mesopotamian region was dominated by the Gutian people for a few decades before the rise of the Third Dynasty of Ur, which, apart from northern Assyria, encompassed the whole of Mesopotamia, including the town of Babylon.